All right, peace, black family. So let's deal with this. In the works of the late great Chancellor Williams' book, The Destruction of Black Civilization, he has a portion in there called the Mulatto Problem. People. But historically, we must learn from our mistakes. Now, in chapter 2, titled Ethiopian's Oldest Daughter, Egypt, the first description says the Great Deception. So right here in the second paragraph, it says, since the first to be called Egyptians exclusively were half African, half Asian, their general hostility to their mother's race was a social phenomenon that should not be passed over lightly. Which means that those mixed race Egyptians grew up to hate their black parents. And they began to sabotage their black parents. It got so bad that you can see right here it says Black Egypt turning brown and white. We can literally see history repeating itself right now today. Yes, this is Muhammad Ali's grandson, and this is Patrick Mahomes and his mother and father. Side note right quick, Kemet aka Egypt was not the only time that a civilization, black civilization, was brought down by race mixing. If you actually do your research, you would know that in West Africa, a lot of the slave traders, the largest slave traders, were actually mixed race people. There's a great book on that called Daughters of the Trade. These were African, dark-skinned, mixed-race women who called themselves signaries. Some of these signary women owned massive plots of land and a whole bunch of slaves. European merchants and traders, especially from the French and the British, would settle on coastal societies inhabited by signaries in order to benefit from their increased proximity to the sources of African commerce. The way that Europeans have used mixed-race children to benefit them is no joke. And I'm sure that even with all the information I have provided, some black person still gonna come up here and say something like, well, I feel like your feelings don't matter in the face of the truth. In conclusion, I don't even want to get started on how this affects generational wealth, genetics, community. It's a lot that comes along with it. But until we truly study and learn from our history, we will continue to repeat the mistakes of our history. All right, peace, black family. So let's